Welcome to this introduction to IB philosophy. Let's look at some examples of philosophical questions. Have you ever wondered if you are the only real person in existence? Maybe everything around you is actually a figment of your imagination, a projection, or a simulation. How would you know? Can we trust our perception? If not, how can we be sure that anything actually exists? And if we can't be sure about the colour blue, what can we possibly say about abstract concepts like love, good and evil, truth, justice, beauty? In some languages, abstract concepts like this literally have no words to describe them. If you grew up without a word to describe things like love, beauty, etc., would those things cease to exist? Does your language define the way that you see the world? And, maybe even more importantly, what relationship do the words that we use and the language that we use have with the world as it is? Can we actually say anything of substance, of relevance to the way reality actually is? Who and what are you? How do you persist over time? When you see the photo on the mantelpiece and you're told that this is you in the past, how does that past self relate to your current self? How will your current self relate to your future self? What is identity and how does it work? Philosophy deals with these kinds of questions. Philosophy is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline. The words together are philos, love, and sophia, wisdom. Philosophy is the love of wisdom. In the IB philosophy course, we focus on a few key ideas, like our core theme, what it means to be human. We examine ethics, considering applied ethics by putting ethics into everyday situations, normative ethics, looking at the way in which ethical decisions are made, and metaethics, looking at the nature of ethical language and what ethical terms mean. We also consider political philosophy, looking at civil society, government, the state, justice, and rights. We read the works of real philosophers. Our prescribed text next year will be Creating Capabilities by Martha Nussbaum. You'll learn to pull out philosophical issues from non-philosophical texts and to examine these philosophical issues in a rigorous way. You'll learn to think logically, critically, and rationally. This course is not about famous dead white males. It's not a linear progressive history. This course is about how to think and not what to think. It's about concepts, questions, and ideas. It is about doing philosophy, not just learning about particular philosophers. So to sum up, the course structure is a core theme about being human. HL students will study ethics and political philosophy, and SL students will get the opportunity to pick one of those two. An deep and analytical reading of a prescribed text, in our case, Martha Nussbaum's Creating Capabilities. An internal assessment that takes a non-philosophical stimulus, identifies a philosophical issue, and examines that issue. And finally, for HL students, examination of what philosophical activity is from a first-person perspective. You'll develop special skills that will help you to have knowledge of particular ideas, analyse them in terms of strengths and weaknesses, and argue to evaluative conclusions. We'll also have opportunities to enter competitions, partner with experts and other skills, and to apply our knowledge in a range of interesting ways. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and if you've got any questions at all, please feel free to contact Andrew Costantino, a.costantino@ssc.nsw.edu.au, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you.